This week on TechRap, we take a peek at upcoming phones and tablets of 2013. Google sets up office in the Philippines. And is it a camera or an Android phone? What if we told you the Samsung Galaxy camera was both? Hi, I'm Michael Josh, and this is TechRap. Google opens shop in the Philippines, its fifth office in Southeast Asia. The announcement was made via a special event on Wednesday. Google's managing director for Southeast Asia, Julian Prasad, says the company's investment in the country is long-term. Google's presence in the country means Google products will be closely integrated with the needs of the Filipino. This includes making Google services more accessible to those with less reliable internet connections. Serving as country manager is former Friendster executive Narciso Reyes. Google is actively hiring and will be posting local job offerings in the following days. If you're interested, we'll post a link below. One day after its launch last weekend, file sharing service Mega reaches the 1 million user mark, with subscribers skyrocketing to levels we, quote, wouldn't believe. This is according to Kim.com, the man behind MegaUpload.com, the controversial file-sharing service that was closed down by the FBI for its involvement in the distribution of pirated content. So, how is Mega different from existing file-sharing services? Think of Mega as you would Google Drive or Dropbox. You can use the service to store your files in the cloud. But while Google Drive gives you 5 gigabytes of free space and Dropbox just 2 gigabytes, Mega gives you up to 50 gigabytes of free space. It also offers plans for 500 gigabytes, 2 terabytes, and 4 terabytes of space with corresponding monthly plans. At the moment, however, you cannot access your files via desktop and mobile apps. And how different is it from its predecessor, Mega Upload? Despite sharing the same creator, Mega wants to keep as much distance from Mega Upload as possible. It calls itself the privacy company. When you sign up, you are assigned an encryption key. That key is used to encrypt your files. Mega Upload won't know what you are uploading, and only those with the URLs of your files will get access to them and know what you have uploaded. Let me walk you through the service. Sign up is easy. Just fill up the form. But remember your password, because at the moment, the site does not have a password recovery feature. Once logged in, you can just drag and drop the files you want to upload. You can create folders and arrange your files any way you like. To share, click on a URL and copy the private link. Send it to whomever needs the file. After Mega Upload's dodgy pass, is Mega something you'll consider using? Could curved displays be the future of mobile phones? Well, Samsung proposes that flexible displays could find their way to mobile phones real soon. In fact, at the recent Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas, it showed off some prototypes. The displays are made of plastic and not glass, meaning they are less prone to cracking when dropped. Because they can be bent means they can also accommodate non-traditional configurations, like a foldable phone/tablet combo, and a smartphone that retracts into what looks like an oversized tube of lipstick. A few weeks back, we talked about Google CEO Eric Schmidt's visit to North Korea. Well, this week, his daughter Sophie, who was also part of the official delegation, blogged about the experience. Now, in that blog is a bit of tech trivia, which I'm sure you'd be interested in. Inside the Palace of the Sun in Pyongyang, where the remains of the late leader Kim Jong-il lie in state, are some of his favorite things. Guess what's included in that list? A 15-inch MacBook Pro. If this cinematic trailer is any indication, then PC gamers have a lot to be excited about the upcoming release of the Starcraft 2 expansion, Heart of the Swarm. The game features 20 single-player missions, refinements to the game's systems, and a new system of evolution that allows for customization of your force's capabilities. The game is slated for worldwide release on March 12, 2013. Also in the news this week, Samsung confirms it is indeed working on an 8-inch tablet to go head-to-head with Apple's iPad mini. Korean news site iNews24 says confirmation comes from Samsung's mobile business head, Jong Kyun-shin. The tablet might be called the Samsung Galaxy Note 8 and will make its appearance at the Mobile World Congress in Barcelona at the end of February. Tech news site The Verge reports that Nokia is reportedly working on a successor to the PureView 808 smartphone that will run Windows Phone 8. The phone has a chip similar to the 41-megapixel smartphone, but will come with an aluminum casing. BlackBerry maker Research in Motion says it is considering closing down its hardware division and licensing its software. In an interview with a German newspaper, RIM CEO Thorsten Heinz says his company is considering strategic partnerships with tech companies after the release of BlackBerry OS X at the end of the month. The 2013 NBA All-Star Game is just around the corner, and the excitement for the game is building each passing day. But if you're a busy bee and can't catch your favorite teams and players strutting their stuff on the hardcourt, then you'll just have to settle for the next best thing, playing as them on your smartphone or tablet. 2K Sports released NBA 2K13 for iOS and Android last October 2012, and we're thrilled to finally give you a review of the game. A fair warning, if you play the console or PC version of 2K13, don't expect the same robust gameplay and graphics quality. It is, after all, still a mobile game. In terms of look, the mobile version leaves much to be desired. After the first few games, you'll get the feeling that you're playing NBA Live on a PlayStation 1 before the 2K franchise came along. But a deeper look reveals how different the physics and gameplay are. There are two ways to control the game. Most gamers will likely go for the classic controls, where you'll have the directional button on your left and touch triggers on the right to pass, shoot, or throw an alley-oop on offense, or steal, block, or switch to a tight defense. Then for passive gamers, you have one-touch control with no directional buttons. To make a pass, swipe to the direction of the player you want to pass the ball to. To take a shot, point and hold the player holding the ball and release while he's at the top of his jump. If using one-finger control, you will have in-game access to the playbook. On offense, the playbook gives you options to drive the basket, call for a screen, or isolate your man. On defense, it lets you deny the ball, or double-team any player from the opposing team, or apply full-court pressure in crucial stages of the game. If you're into classic controls like we are, NBA 2K13 is best played on devices with at least a 5-inch display. If your smartphone has a smaller screen, you're better off using one-finger control. So, what do we like about it? The AI is pretty good. Your teammates will almost always try to get to scoring position, whether it be for a quick layup inside or in the corner for a three-pointer. On defense, proper timing will let you tap the ball for a steal or stop an opponent's shot with a block. Your teammates are also smart enough to box out after a player releases a shot, giving you fair chance at grabbing the rebound. 2K also did a good job with signature jump shots. It's encouraging to see that despite the blocky appearance of the players, they shoot the ball exactly like how their real-life counterparts would. What we didn't like. The blocky graphics is a given, but we're willing to forgive that at this point. Better crossover control can really benefit gameplay. Quick swipes on the directional button allows you to perform an ankle breaker, but perhaps dedicating a button to the move would have been a better option. Also, the widely popular My Career mode on the console version is noticeably missing on the mobile version. My Career lets you create a player and go through his career from draft day to retirement. Overall, it's hands down the best basketball game available for smartphones and tablets. Unfortunately, it's not for free. The game costs $7.99, or roughly a little over 300 pesos on both iOS and Android. The price is not a major turnoff, as you will definitely feel the effort put into making the game. Our verdict? We're 80% happy. Email, internet, Facebook, Twitter, gaming, photos, videos, and music. We're spoiled by our smartphones and the ability to do all these tasks at the same time. And with apps like Instagram, we now expect to be able to upload photos to the internet as soon as we take them, an experience you don't get with your normal digicam. Enter the Samsung Galaxy camera, which is both an Android device and a digital camera. Let's take a look at some specs. The phone measures 70.8 millimeters by 19.1 millimeters. On its back is a 4.8-inch HD touchscreen display. This is how it compares side by side with an iPhone 5 and a Samsung Galaxy Note 2. On its front, its camera, 16 megapixels, 21 times optical zoom, optical image stabilization, and an f-stop of 2.8 to 5.9. Inside, a 1.4 GHz quad-core processor with Android 4.1 Jelly Bean. And outside, one earphone jack, a micro USB port, a micro SD slot that supports up to 64 gigabytes of additional storage, and a micro SIM slot. Enthusiasts will love some Smart Pro features like Best Photo, which allows you to take several photos of a group shot and then pick the best frame for each person in that shot. Light trails and waterfall trace is also pretty nifty, especially the latter, which requires a special filter if you were to achieve the same effect using a DSLR. Expert mode gives you access to various settings like ISO, aperture, and shutter speed, although the touch interface can take too much time to have to dive into. We would love a dedicated dial for this. Photo quality was good, not great, better than most smartphones, but not as good as a dedicated digicam. Here are some shots we took during the day, and some we took at night. Truth be told, at its 24,000 peso price point, you can surely purchase cameras that can shoot better photos. But the Galaxy camera isn't just a camera, it's an Android device, meaning you can enjoy the wealth of apps available on the Android ecosystem. We love the ability to take photos and immediately upload them to Facebook or Instagram. I also set up Dropbox upload so that photos I took are uploaded to Dropbox in the background. Pop in a data SIM with an unlimited plan, and even if you're off Wi-Fi, you can access the internet. All of your favorite apps will also work on the device. Aside from Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, we also tried WhatsApp and Viber, and even a few of our favorite games. You can also send and receive text messages, but not voice calls. Colors are great on the Galaxy camera's touchscreen. The Android OS also feels fluid and snappy thanks to its quad-core processor. Some cons: battery life could be better, photo quality can be improved too, and the lack of a standard-sized SD card slot is disappointing. Overall, it's still a device that's worth looking into. If you want to take the next step from smartphone photography, but aren't quite ready for the DSLR world just yet, this device is a great next step as it fuses together two different worlds. And that was TechRap. As always, don't forget to follow Rappler.com on Twitter or like us on Facebook. And if you're watching this video on YouTube, give us a shout out by clicking the like button below. We also love to hear what you have to say, whether it's a comment or a question or a suggestion about the show. So leave us a comment below, send me an email at techrap@rappler.com or a message on Twitter. Just don't forget to use the hashtag TechRap. That's all for this week, folks. I'm Michael Josh. Thanks for dropping by.